Hey YouTube, welcome back. Cold Blooded here, and we're coming at you today with a Melffy Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. Uh, don't be uh, don't be confused. Melffys are cute but dangerous. It's a nice little control deck. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be an uphill battle going up against some of the top tier decks. Um, but they can hold their own. Don't underestimate this. Uh, Good control, good bounce effects. So if you can disrupt your opponent early, you could steal some games for sure. Um, this is going to be a budget friendly deck. Everything that's in this deck can be had through structure decks or just commons, cheap commons. Um, Especially with the release of the Crystal Beast structure deck, the Ash Blossoms that are in the deck can now be readily available to anyone through those means. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So first, we're going to be playing three Melffy puppies. Uh, Real quick on the Melffys, all the Melffys, except for one, all share the first and last effect the same, as to where when your opponent normal special summons a monster or this card, your opponent targets this card for an attack, you can return this card back to the hand. And during the end phase, they all share that you can special summon this card from your hand during the end phase as well. So the puppy, when it returns back to the hand, allows you to special summon one level 2 or lower beast monster from your deck. Usually your target for that would usually be your Kalantosa for the destruction effect. Next, we're going to be playing three of the Melffy Wallies. Melffy Wally is when it returns back to the hand, you can special summon two Melffy monsters from the deck with different names. Usually that would be your Melffy Puppy and your Melffy Caddies. Sometimes it could also be the Melffy Penny as well. But the most definitely your first target for that would usually always be the Melffy Puppy. The Melffy Caddy is that when it returns back to the hand, you can add one beast monster from your deck to your hand, except except the Melffy Caddy. Yeah, you return this card and you can add one beast monster from your deck to your hand. Then we're going to play the one Melffy Penny. So when a beast monster returns back to the hand, you can activate this effect to special summon this card from your hand. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can synchro summon using it on the field and Melffy monsters in the hand. So even if it's in like a chain link 3 or 4, you'd be able to special summon it, and then immediately you can special summon your Herald of Arclight play, or usually the first target for that would be the Merry Melffys. Great play, great control. And next we're going to be playing three Rescue Cats. Yes, we're using different artworks for both of these. All three. So you can send this card to the graveyard and then special summon two level 3 or lower beast monsters from your deck, but their effects are negated, and they also start during end phase. You can only use this effect once per turn. It's a great way to get some synchro plays going, get your XZ plays going, 100%. So what you could do is you could synchro summon the Valafon. I'm going to be using two of those. And if you don't know what the Valafon does, you can discard one card and then target one level 2 or lower beast monster in your graveyard except the Valafon, and special summon it in attack position or face down defense position. You can only use this effect of Valafon once per turn. But it is a Earth level 2 Earth tuner. So what you could do is you could use Rescue Cat, bring this out, and then the one of the Mind Mole to go into your Naturia Beast play. Next, we're going to be playing two Kalantosa. Kalantosa is sometimes going to be a good target for your Melffy Puppy to special summon this from the deck. And then go into its main effect, which would be to destroy one card on the field, target one card on the field, and destroy it. Next, we're going to be playing two Nimble Beavers. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 3 or lower Nimble monster from the deck or graveyard. Next, we're going to be playing our one-ofs of Hop Air Squadron. It's going to be another level 2 tuner. So during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target one face-up monster you control, special summon this monster from your hand, and if you do, immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon one synchro monster using only this card you control on that target. So it's a good way to go into your Herald of Arclight play. Next, we're going to play the one Mind Mole. This is going to be for your Naturia Beast play because it's going to be your level 5. So it's going to be your level 2 and your level 3 going into your level 5. And then you can also go into when you go into your Synchro Monster using this, you get to draw a card as well. And the last one, we're going to be using Alpha, the Master of Beast. So if you control no monsters, you can special. It must be special summon from your hand, while the total attack of all monsters your opponent controls is more than all the monsters you control. So if you don't have any monsters on the field and they do, this is a free summon. But what you can do is you can target any number of beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monsters you control and then return them to the hand. Then return that many face-up monsters your opponent controls to the hand equal to the number of cards you control. You bounce back yourself. It's a non-targeted bounce back too, so keep that in mind. We're going to be playing 2 Effect Veilers, self-explanatory, and we're going to finish the monster lineup with 3 Ash Blossoms. Still probably the most impactful hand trap in the game at the moment. The way this format was going, because by the time I'm showing this video, the October 3rd ban list will be live. So you can also be looking towards your Droll and Lockbird, Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. That could be interchangeable with that as well. Next, we're going to go to the spells. We're going to be playing 3 Obedient Schooled. This is a great starter. This is probably like a solid Ash target for your opponent. If you control no monsters, you can special summon 3 level 2 or lower beast monsters with different names from the deck. But their effects are negated and they are destroyed at the end phase. And after this effect resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except beast monsters. So this allows you to go into some of your XZ plays, your Synchro plays for your Naturia Beast. I'm also playing the Naturia Barkion for, because there's always somebody at your locals playing Endymions. Not Endymions, sorry, Eldritch. Sorry, I'm spelling traps. So next we're going to be playing the one Monster Reborn, self-explanatory. Also called By the Grave, self-explanatory. Feather Duster because we hate Mystic Non. Melffy Tag is going to be your quick play. Target 1 Melffy monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So it's a good little bit of recursion. And then we're going to play 2 Melffy Staring Contest. Continuous spell card. You can reveal 1 beast monster in your hand and add 1 Melffy monster with a different name from your deck or graveyard to your hand and place that revealed monster on the bottom of the deck. You can only use the effective Melffy Staring Contest once per turn. So it's a good way to recycle some of your Melffy monsters and gets rid of some dead cards out of your hand as well. And then during the battle phase, you can reveal any number of Melffy monsters in your hand and keep them revealed during the entire battle phase, and monsters your opponent controls lose attack equal to the combined attack and defense of all revealed monsters. So it's a good little some little battle protection as well. Because the Melffys are a little bit of weenie monsters, so if you can overpower your opponent with something, might as well. We're going to play the one Melffy Playhouse. It's a good way to bounce back some of your opponent's monsters as well. You can detach any number of materials from Beast XZ monsters you control, then target up to that many cards your opponent controls. Return them to the hand, and also all Beast XZ monsters you control gain 500 attack for each material detached. And then last for the deck, we're going to be playing 3 Solemn Strikes. Alright. Solemn Strikes are self-explanatory. Shouldn't have to explain those. Alright, for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 2 Melffy of the Forest. Your Melffy of the Forest, you can detach 1 material from this card and add 1 Melffy card from your deck to your hand. If another face-up Melffy monster you control returns to the hand, except during the damage step, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. It cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated while it's face-up on the field. So, good effect negation right there. And then we're also going to be playing 2 the Joyous Melffy. Joyous Melffy, you can detach 1 material from this card. Your Melffy monsters can now attack directly this turn. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target 1 Beast XZ monster you control and return that monster to the extra deck, then you can special summon level 2 or lower beast monsters from your graveyard up to the number of materials that monster had. Really good effect in allowing your Melffys to attack directly. We're also going to play one Sky Cavalry Centurion. So if you don't know what this one does, cannot be destroyed by battle while it has material at the end of the damage step. If this card battled an opponent's monster, you can detach one material from this card to return that back to the hand. This extra deck is a little bit tight. I really would have liked to add maybe Downward Magician and Double A Zeus. You could probably take out a couple of these extra cards. If you wanted to, you can take out these next two for those. You can take out the one Natiri Beast that I'm going to be playing. Natiri Beast is always a good card to end on a board. You know, magic card negation is amazing. And you could also take out the Natiri Barkion, which I keep in here for the Eldritch matchup. Because like I said, there's always somebody playing it and you don't get caught without it. You can side deck this out, side deck both of these out for the Downer Magician and Double A Zeus. So that way, you can use them for their effects. And then we're going to be playing two of the Merry Melffys. Merry Melffy was the new Melffy synchro monster. If this card is special summon, you can target one face-up monster in the field and return it to the hand. If your opponent normal special summons a monster except during the damage step, or if your opponent's monster, sorry I can't read that all the way. If your opponent's monster targets this card for an attack, you can return this card to the extra deck, then special summon one Melffy XZ monster from your extra deck. Alright. And then we're going to finish out the synchros with Herald of the Arc Light, self-explanatory, good negation. And then we're going to go to the links. We're going to play Tri-Brigade Farragut and Ominous Omen. Those are self-explanatory. Everybody knows what those do by now. IP Masquerena, Appaloosa. And I do not own Access Code Talker, so we're going to use Boilsword Dragon to round up that lineup. Like I said, the two Natiri monsters can be side decked out for the Double A Zeus and Downer Magician combo. That's always a great choice, but just for a starting game, I would keep these in just because of what they do. It doesn't hurt to end your board with an Natiri Beast sitting on it. So that's going to be my Melffy deck profile, guys. I appreciate you sticking around and looking at this. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will come back at you with another deck profile soon. Thanks.